I suppose what's it like, holding all of these mantles of being only the second women to head up an ASX-listed company and to do it in the STEM field as well?
So I think it's something that is greatly needed, not just here in Australia, but internationally. At the moment, there is less than 1 in 10 jobs are held by women in high-tech companies like my own, and obviously less than 2% in leadership. So one of the things I believe must happen is we must tell the stories of women who are leading companies like I'm doing with Flamingo on the Australian Stock Exchange, and start to create paths for other women to make their way into STEM fields.
Because we've seen some success with the 30% Club, for example, in Australia, being able to maintain that 30% target for female representation on boards. It's that much more difficult, it seems, in your field, though, particularly just anecdotally, the stories that we've heard about the Boys Club in Silicon Valley. What sort of policies can be put in place to be able to encourage a new era for women wanting and young girls wanting to enter your field?
Well, definitely, I believe that the stock market is still a boys' club. It's a hyper-masculine environment. I have a story where when I started raising money through the capital markets, I was offered $1 million on a condition, and I asked whether that condition was revenue or cost of customer acquisition, but it was actually that the female CEO take her nose ring out was the condition that an investment fund wanted to invest in my business. Quite extraordinary. So there's still experiences like this. So as far as policies are concerned, there needs to be a lot more work done around recognising bias and unconscious bias, particularly in the investment community and investing into women-led businesses, as well as on boards. So I still think there is a lot of work to do and policies that should be put in place around a further encouragement of diversity and women representation on boards. It's absolutely needed.
So Kat, tell us a little bit about your work, because you have worked extensively on ethical AI. When it comes to technology, how in line are the current laws in place?
So I believe, having worked very closely with Minister Karen Andrews on the Australian AI and Ethics Framework, and also the Human Rights Commissioner, Ed Santo, that the industry and the technology is about 5 years ahead of where the laws are up to. So essentially there's very few laws or regulations that determine how me, a software vendor, or a company that's deploying AI actually uses the technology. So we're faced with huge challenges around biased data and the potential that AI can go very badly.
Kat, and how is your business position at this time when we're seeing a global pandemic of the coronavirus?
So a very interesting trend has emerged for us as a young AI player. So we provide machine learning-based brains or subject matter experts for large enterprises. So think of this, we call it the Smart Hub. So it's a knowledge system that either augments or can replace human subject matter experts. We've seen that organisations, particularly in Asia and soon to be the US, who have got people working at home, have challenges with those people accessing their on-premises systems and information. So we've had a request from a number of large international organisations to set up our products in order for people who are working at home to access information through the cloud and through AI rather than through traditional systems.